As far as energy is concerned, another topic which is very important is the sectorial share. That is the three sectors, primary, secondary and tertiary. How much do they consume? What is their share in the energy consumption? As far as India is concerned, though most of the population is living in the rural areas and is dependent on the primary sector for its income, but still surprisingly, the share of the industrial sector, that is the secondary sector, is much more than the primary sector. The primary sector does not make use of the energy as such because of the lack of equipments, because of the lack of implements which are there in the rural areas. But in the industries, the share is increasing every now and then. But a good country, that is a proper developed country, should have equal distribution of share of the energy amongst all the three sectors. But in India, the scenario is that the secondary sector, which is the production sector, is making or using more of the energy than the other sectors. Now, let us come to the next important segment, and that is the health of the individuals. As far as the health is concerned, it definitely falls into the social infrastructure of the country. Unless we do not have healthy citizens, we cannot have any kind of development, because a person who is weak, who is ill, who is not physically or mentally fit cannot contribute to the growth of the country. As far as health is concerned, it means the total fitness of an individual, physical as well as mental. And this can come only when we have good social as well as economic infrastructure, because the physical infrastructure that we have, or rather the physical features of an individual, will be good only if we have the economic infrastructure. The social infrastructure will of course add to the mental health of an individual. So, both of them have to contribute to make good, healthy, fit citizens of the country. Of course, in India, there is a good growth in the development of healthcare in the country. And this is visible by various factors, like in India we see that there is a decline in the death rate. Earlier, the life expectancy of an individual was much lower than what it is today. An average individual lives much more than his grandparents. Then there is a reduction in the infant mortality rate. So many babies, both in the rural and the urban areas, died as soon as they were born. But now, thanks to the good hospitals and the good nursing homes, that there is a reduction in the infant mortality rate, adding to the healthcare in the country. Then also there is a rise in the expectancy of life. We can think of living much more because of the proper healthcare facilities in the country. There is also control over the deadly diseases that we have. Earlier, the villages used to be swept off because of some deadly disease that used to be spread. It used to be cholera, it used to be typhoid, or some virus that used to come to the place and take away so many lives. But now, since the healthcare has of course definitely moved towards the good side, therefore, there is a control over the deadly diseases. We do not hear of the plague deaths and such other diseases which were so common in the earlier times.